This is Latherhog, or John, and it's my first live shave in the group, so things are exciting. Figured I'd give it a go. We got some first time, I'll have some first impressions for you. Using technically a cream, and this is Moon Soap's Amaretto Special. This smells awesome. I know Raza has used this, and off the tub, I've smelled this a few times. Just haven't used it yet, but I get a strong maraschino cherry kind of vibe. Also, I know this smells similar to cella, almond cookies, almond pastries. It kind of, those smells run together. Either way, really excellent, especially if you like gourmand or food scents. Really looking forward to trying that. Also, because it's hot as balls, I'm gonna try out Barrister and Mann Terrorade. And that is basically they're just drops of synthetic menthol. Just to make any soap, any cream you want cooling. For the bowl we'll be using Pereira. This is the super light kind of shatterproof bowl. I love this thing. It's got some awesome kind of grooves and bumps right in the middle. I have other shave bowls too, but this one's always easy to just grab and go. And then for the razor, let's go with Tatara Masamune. I don't think this thing gets enough love, but sweet razor. This is the dark, by the way. Usually it's like, stainless steel? It's usually a gray silver color. And the blade, I don't change it out all the time. I can usually get like 4 or 5 shaves. It's probably Gillette Silver Blue. That's what I use pretty much all the time. Yeah, for those of you who have heard of Moon soaps, and even for those who tried it, it's interesting in that they have a few different soap options and also a few different bases. And off the top of my head, this Amaretto is the only one in their cream base. Then, another one uses like mango butter as kind of like the defining factor. So I believe they have three different bases. So here we go. I kind of smeared like a quarter's worth. I'm gonna get it going for a bit, and then we'll put in, I'm gonna start out with 5 drops of the Terrorade, and we'll see how cold that gets. Now DK, who's also in the group, told me he, just for testing purposes, and I think this was on a live too, he went with like 40 drops of the Terrorade and didn't feel, or barely felt any cooling at all. While others I've talked to, like they put in 5 to 10 drops or so and have enough cooling. So, I don't know, 5 seems like a good place to start. And given that we're doing a bowl shave, which is not my normal method, but it'll be easy to add more drops if we need to. So let me just show you that. It comes with a pipette. So this is uber scientific here, guys. So you can see here, there's like plenty in there. So we're gonna do 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in general, as far as menthol goes, I don't mind the cooling, especially in like this high summer heat, but I don't like how traditional menthol really kind of imparts a smell, or it can get in the way, especially for those ultra cooling soaps and whatnot. I think in the end, you just smell cough drop. This is looking super creamy. Oh, I totally forgot. The brush is Wild West Brushworks. I have so many. I think the most brushes in my den are from Wild West Brushworks. I love it. I'll show you. It's like the colors were meant to go with this Amaretto soap. So, that looks. I kind of want like a soft serve cone right now. I don't know, I've had really good experiences with Moon soaps. Sorrento, this kind of like Italian citrus type scent, also, great soap. This is my second soap with them. I think it won't be the last. So yeah, I think that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, right guys? Let me wet the face as well. I was never one to like be chasing the menthol, but where other people really like the alcohol burn of aftershaves, or even like bay rum kind of has a more of a burn. I never particularly like that because that burning sensation feels like an allergy to me. Hey Ken, how's it going? Yes, Jared makes a great point that not only is Wellwest Brushworks, just like doing great work, great shapes, the price has always been very fair. I would say the price has always been a steal. I forget, it's been a while because unfortunately the family, Derek, their house burned down in a fire, including his shop. But things are looking well. It's been rebuilt, repaired, and I believe more new brushes are coming out in September. The cooling's nice. I do get cooling in 5 drops. I could do more, but I'm pretty happy with that. The scent is real good. This lather, I just want to play with it. It's got a nice sheen. It's got the peaks like a good meringue. Oh, Jared, you say this is the strongest? Sorrento was pretty robust scent too, like medium strong. 5 drops. It's getting colder as I'm brushing this on my face. I will say this is a little fluffier than I've been used to. But I think it's just a matter of how much freaking lather I have in here. So let me get into this actual shave, guys, instead of yammering. Here we go, Tatara Masamune Dark. I would call this one a mild but efficient shaver. Very smooth. I want to confirm my face still is getting colder as the lather sits on my, as the lather sits here. Yeah, Chris, I totally agree. Chris is saying that Moon Soaps is good stuff, and the artisans are really appreciative, and they aren't coasting on achievements of the past. No, I think they're very much trying to establish themselves in a crowded market. Raza's asking if Terrorade is adding any scent to Amaretto. It's not at all. This is great. I'm just enjoying the scent. It is strong though. It's stronger than Sorrento, so I would say it's like 8 out of 10. So one thing, for those of you who either like Cella or have used Amaretto, I'm curious. I'm not one to buy. I don't want to buy matching balms. I like going with just whatever my favorite unscented balm is after using my soap and splash. I'm just curious what you guys are using as a splash. It doesn't have to be alcohol, but it's fine if it has it. Yeah, but what splash are you using that has that cherry or almond vibe? I'd love suggestions. Oh, totally forgot my lip. Okay, now it's time to rinse. This is 2 days of growth, dude, I'm working on. And this week I'm just really hoping to catch up. I've had some kind of like a backlog of products to use. And this has been long overdue to use this guy. Okay, Raza is suggesting PAA Cella Cool, which, yes, that makes sense. That's, I guess a dupe is fair to say, a dupe of Cella. And it has menthol, all right, which I don't necessarily need, but cool beans if it's there. After using this a few more times, if I still am so enamored with the scent, I'll cave in and get the balm. I do have the Sorrento balm, and it's good. It's not too, like, I can see myself using it in both warm weather and cool weather. Oh, Chris suggests Sterling Black Cherry. I love that bath soap, Chris. The bath soap version of Black Cherry, so good. Well, Almond Cream by Sterling, Ben suggests. I think I tried the almond cream soap then, but I think so sometimes with these almond scents, actually I'm a little bit allergic. It can light me up or tingle a little bit. I think almond cream might have been one that tingles. I'm just really impressed by this lather though. And I wasn't sure in figuring out what I was going to shave with, if the Terrorade would make sense to go with it, but this is bomb. I wonder if DK just has immunity to synthetic menthol. Because 40 drops, man, that's like, he probably has to empty out the whole pipette and then go refill before he feels the coolness. I don't think I don't really want more than 5 drops, honestly. But I will put next time, maybe next time I go live, I'll use 10 drops and see if I just freeze up on camera. This is, I don't know, I do apologize. I'm a little lower on the screen than I want to be because I didn't turn my phone in time before the live started. Oh, other folks, Chris is mentioning almond has lit him up before too. Yeah, almond scents. I love tobacco scents, guys, but certain tobacco in maybe higher concentration or something that can light me up too, and that always bums me out. I love a good tobacco scent. I might probably have more tobacco soaps than I need. And Havana was mentioned also. I know that's their tobacco scent. Oh, P160, that's right. P160, which I always thought was said to be very similar to Chilla in the scent. But by the time I started wet shaving, I think it was already getting scarce. It's one of those that comes like in giant bricks as well. Like buying a whole thing of P160 is like a lifetime supply. All right. I want to confirm, I'm still getting that cooling sensation. But that's not a problem. I think that's a good thing. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. I have so much lather. I gotta go. Let's do this cleanup pass here. That's fine, John. I mentioned it, but I don't mind repeating it. It's a Gillette Silver Blue. That's one of my go-to blades. Gillette Silver Blue, the discontinued Pull Silver blades. And then more razor specific, I'll use an Astra SP for more aggressive ones. And then a feather for like a Gillette Tech and a feather is an awesome combination. I've been meaning to actually run a feather in this Tatara to see how it goes, just because this really is like, there's not too much blade exposure, which is, and that kind of runs counter to, I think, from folks that have been watching going live at least, they like a lot of blade feel. They like the carbon, which gets a lot of love, but at least with the base plate I used for the carbon, it was too much blade feel. I don't want too much blade feel. That's my preference. If you want blade feel, that's what straight razor shaving is for, right? It's all the blade feel you want. using safety razor at this point is almost like an autopilot. All right, so went with the standard, or sorry, my standard kind of 2.5 pass. I'm gonna have to, most of my shave stuff is in my office upstairs, but let's see what's in the cabinet, because sometimes I'll leave stuff down here. All right, let's finish this up with some fine platinum. It has nothing to do with cherry or almond, but you can see this is one of the ones that are known for it's an earlier run because they've changed the bottle. This is the flask style. This is super strong in scent. It has since I've heard has since been the scent strength has been neutered a bit since this run. So I know once this is done, it's done, but that's fine. I mean, I am one to embrace the very, what's the word? I'm totally blanking. Like when something runs out, I'm not one to buy backups of stuff. Once it's gone, it's gone. And whatever shaving season of life that I enjoyed this, fine platinum with, with monster strength, then so be it. Although I have way too many soaps than any human being needs, that's more for variety. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have not bought a backup of a soap. Not to say that it might not happen, but it hasn't happened so far. This is also a really nice scent anyway. And the wife enjoys it, so can't complain. Well, Raza, I know you're into fragrances too, and basically it was reformulated. I mean, if they can dial back the amount of fragrance oil and still have enough of a fragrance, I mean, it's cost savings. So I do think that's what kind of chalks up to. Jared reminded me that, when you run out, there are like 50 other Aventus splashes I can choose from. So true. I don't know. I think fine platinum actually nails it pretty well. And then A&E has Spartacus, which actually I think it's Peter has kind of done his own spin. So for folks who are like looking for like the closest one-to-one match, I actually would not recommend Spartacus because there's not any skin food, which for those who don't know, I hate that term, but there's no skin food or extra stuff for your skin in fine aftershave. I mean, they tout that it's a simple recipe. So it's got alcohol, menthol, and fragrance. That's it. There's not even witch hazel or added glycerin. You can add those things yourself, or what I've been doing is I either use Good Oleo from Oleo Soapworks, and this is a sample size, but this is the Zingari Rescue Potion. And what you can do is either like layer it. So I already did the aftershave, and now I'll put some of the Rescue Potion in my hand. Other times when I remember to do it, I'll mix it together in my hand. So it's like one product, and this will keep your face from drying out because there is quite a lot of alcohol in there. And I like it too because it absorbs to the skin pretty quick. So you're not like, it does, I believe it's an oil-based product, but your face is not going to keep feeling oily. I'd say within 5 minutes, it'll just, it's good. It's just good, not dry, and you go on with your day. So yeah, definitely combine that. I mean, you can do that with, it doesn't have to be that kind of oil-based thing. I just know in the summer, I don't really reach for the balms as much. So you could always, if you have an unscented balm or even whatever, your balm or like a face lotion, combine that with like a fine aftershave splash. Or if you have like Aqua Velva, a lot of those kind of the old school aftershaves, they don't have a lot going for it. It's just kind of like it's mainly for fragrance and for the tightening of the skin through the alcohol. And of course, like I mentioned before, people like the burn of alcohol after a shave. So do your skin a favor and put something else on after you burn your face. I think it'll I know. I mean, some guys like more wrinkles the better. That's fine. But I just want to maintain this. Yeah. So anyway, that's it for today. So thank you guys so much for joining me for today's shave. It was a pleasure just having you along with doing this thing I needed to do today anyway. And if you catch the replay, let me know. If there's anything you want to see in the future, again, I will do 10 drops of Terrorade the next live just to see how cold it is. All right, guys. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.